This will be a difficult mission carried out by a select few, and right now, you're the only one capable of leading it.
Calnus, full speed! Engage!
Being a captain means you have to take responsibility for an entire ship, an entire crew.
Hey guys, Lucky Ojo here, coming at you with part 21 of Star Ocean: The Last Hope 4K remaster for the PlayStation 4. Last time we left off, Sarah has been kidnapped. We were all the way in Astral City, and we were looking for clues, and they have led us, well, they didn't really lead us anywhere. We kind of found ourselves along the way going through some bunnies. And when we went past the tent, no one was there. So it kind of like triggered a cutscene, and we were like somehow not skeptical that no one was there. So we kind of just assumed they had gone out. And even though there was a really old man there beforehand that obviously shouldn't be out, but FaZe was unfazed by that. And there was food there and like still cooking, and like no one questioned it, but we're going to ignore that. So we just decided to like take a bunny and then head to the desert. So we take it to the desert and we head out, and we accidentally went into a cave, and then the bunny just disappeared, which headed into a cave that said Path to Purgatorium. And it totally didn't take us to the Purgatorium. It took us to the city of Trop. So we are in the city of Trop, and we just came here and we saved. So we're going to head out. We're going to look for like eyewitness reports or something, maybe giving us something to figure out where Sarah is. So we're going to look around and we're going to see. One thing I did do is I did walk right out of the city right afterwards. So you may notice that my level's a little bit higher. We're around 49-ish. Miracle's obviously a little bit lower. Money's looking a little bit higher. Got a little bit of stuff, so and we might sell some items actually a little bit later. Under armor, there was one enemy that kept dropping solid protectors, like a bunch of them, so I have like 10 of those. So if we end up running low on money, which I'm not low on money at the time, we'll sell those in a pinch. But let's take a look. Curious Youth. You ever heard about those cactuses in the desert? The ones that stay dry and withered no matter how much water they get? Normally a little water is enough to make any cactus go back to normal. So what are those cactuses' problem anyway? Why are they so lazy? Pretty sure it's cacti. Wait, what? Don't believe the story? If you think I'm lying, then why don't you go see for yourself? Here, I'll give you this. I appreciate an empty bucket. Me? Oh, forget it. I'm not going to the desert twice. Sitting around here, staring into space? Now that's the life for me. Good luck, folks. If Minecraft has taught me anything, an empty bucket is very valuable. Alright. So, if I want to do... There are some people here. Oh dear, this is bad. What are you so restless for? Meow. Sorry for the cat sounds. I apologize ahead of time. Oh, I'm not really ahead of time, but you get the point. Well, I'm brushing my hair down right now, but this is a substitute comb, and I just don't like how it feels very much. I really need a feathered comb for this job. Say, can you make a feathered comb for me? I'll be sure to repay you for it handsomely. Leave it to me? Leave it to me! Really? Oh, how positively kind of you. Can you bring me the feathered comb to me when you're done? I'll be waiting here for it. Try to be quick about it, alright? I'm like, alright, I didn't know there's a time limit on this thing. My son became a Sinonist. He keeps going on and on about how he's lost all hope for the world. That stupid son of mine, feed a boy for 10 or 20 years and he acts like he knows everything about the whole world. I think that's the evil cult. The one that the king in Astral was talking about. What? I was woken up by all the noise this morning, so I'm tired. These weird guys with masks were riding bunnies off in the direction of the Purgatorium. That's a clue. You don't see that too often, so I started to follow them, but I was so tired I fell asleep right here. On the ground? Okay. Let's see what we got. A chest over here. Take a bizarre fruit. Then we got somebody on the other side. You Fez's messenger boy? I prefer you not to say messenger boy, but how did you know? Fez has all this perfume all over his... Excuse me. I'm losing my voice now. Fez sprays his perfume all over his letter. Habit of his. Wish he'd knock it off already. Here, let me see it. Dear brother, come back home already. Also, we're almost out of grape juice. Buy some on the way. Fez. He's got a lot to say to you, doesn't he? Bastard. He just has to ruin my own ocean washing too. Ah well, thanks for the message, messenger boy. Enough with the messenger boy stuff. I like how we got tasked like 3 cities over to go find a dude's missing brother, and he literally just says like, oh hey, by the way, we're out of milk. I realize it says grape juice, but like the metaphorical equivalent of we're out of milk. It's like, I feel like you could have done that. Hello, little kid. I saw it all. A pumpkin was walking around all by itself, and then it turned into a person. Yo, your name is Little Pumpkin. So that makes me believe that that was you, so I'm gonna get out of your way. This chest is covered by darkness. I still don't know what ring... I'm assuming it's gonna be a light ring. Which, I still don't know what ring gets the vines in. I don't know if we get like an ivy ring or whatever. What do you want? Purgatorium? You mean that place where all our ancestors worshipped and all that? Find it up north. Whole area's infested with monsters, so watch out. Alright, so like... I'm being led to believe we should be heading to the Purgatorium. One last place here. What? Oh, Elena's house? Right. Well, this is the house, right here. She might be out right now, though. She's such a beautiful fortune teller. So strong, too. Everyone in the town's really proud of her. Alright, old man. So we can't get into Elena's house. Apparently, you dictate fortune tellers by spindles. So... well, what's down? There's nothing down here. Okay. Alright, so we can't get into Elena's house, and that was the other person mentioned beforehand. So we know where Elena lives now. She's up in this corner. All roads point to Purgatorium. They said they were making a bunch of noise. These cultist people, who were chasing, presumably, heading to the Purgatorium to the north. Well, you can't go directly north, but the cave. That's the cave that we went into with the bunny, but we ended up in Trop instead. So I'm gonna try to dodge all these dudes. That's a... oh, you know what? Hang on, we're getting closer. The path splits. So we came from the east. There's a path to the north. Ooh, don't do the bats. You dodge the bats. There we go. Alright. What is that? And we got a preemptive strike. It's like a little halfling cleric.
Distance secure. We have them.
Oh, also with Bacchus, I got this unibeam I just did. And that frame rate is real. That actually happened on my PS4. It kills the frame rate of the PS4 even. And apparently also kills that halfling cleric. But actually, what happened to that cleric thing? Oh well. We're just gonna roll like that cleric was totally okay. Oh, there's mining points and stuff. We're gonna go mine and harvest some stuff real quick because this is a new area. The thornberries taste like thornberries. Sweet. I can make steel now that I have coal. So I don't remember ever seeing those, like, cleric dudes. So now there's 2 chests down here. And we'll keep an eye out for sparkly stuff along the beach while we're here. We'll be mindful of these harpies. Like, the harpies in this game just, like, freak me out on different... I don't like harpies to begin with. I suppose that's, like, not a nice thing to say, but, like... It's that laugh right there. Like, 100%, imagine you live in a medieval town. You don't have, like, actual windows, so you can hear everything outside. Dawn, right? 5, 6 a.m. You hear like 100 of those coming outside your door as your town gets ambushed by a flock of harpies. And you hear hundreds of that laugh. If that doesn't give you nightmares, I don't know what does. Here he goes again. Yeah, like, no, I'm good. Like, I could live my whole life not dealing with that.
Here we go.
Here we go. Poison hemlock. I did not mean to fight that guy, but we will go with it.
Shifting to war mode.
The funny thing is, at a certain level, most of those guys just run away. Which is why I don't know why they chased me. Because most of them literally, as soon as combat starts, just walk out of combat. Jump out of here. Blindside him. Never mind, he's already dead before I got there.
For a battle. Rather an anticlimactic.
That still counted, but it didn't count as a critical, which is interesting. Even though that was a blindside. But I will take that fresh sage, because apparently I'm not full on it.
The enemies of my faith!
Oh, okay. Nice place you guys got here. I'm imagining this is the Purgatorium. And Bacchus is very inconspicuous.
Isn't this?
Yes, it would certainly seem to be one of Sarah's
Boom.
feathers.
We're in the right place.
This is consistent with our earlier information. Miss Sarah must be here.
Let's split up and see if we can't find any clues.
That looks a lot like Edge and Raimi. Like a lot.
Do you think these statues are the ones Sarah was talking about? The Mua? You know, the ones that she said look like you and me?
The Mua, huh? The race whose genes we were supposedly implanted with.
I see. They do indeed evoke your images, in a way. But more than you two, I'd say they resemble Earthlings in general. That's my impression.
How could the Mua have existed on both Earth and Roke, so far apart in space? What were they? It's so strange. Even though their genes live inside me.
Raimi.
Hey, everyone, come here.
So, Raimi, you need to watch Prometheus and absorb its message. Get the engineers.
Over in that direction. I caught Sarah's scent.
But it's a dead end.
Not gonna be that easy, I guess.
This is like so deflating.
Yep. Pay no attention to that brazier
What
right
shall
there.
we do now? There seems to be little point in remaining here.
I wonder if Sarah's even here.
I know it. I'm positive. Positive she's here.
Eureka!
What is it, Mary?
I just had a revelation. When you're stuck like this, there's only one solution. Ask for help.
Ask? Ask who?
Who else? Lady Elena and Trump, of course.
Lady Elena?
You mean Sarah's fortune teller acquaintance?
Lady Elena probably knows everything. I mean, seriously, she's a sage, a holy maiden.
Isn't that just from some fairy tale you read?
Yeah, but come on. Sarah said she was going to see Lady Elena too. She must know something.
I want to go too. It sounds fun, Katie. What's the plan, Edge?
Let's go. It's better than standing around.
What proof do we have this Elena can be trusted?
Sarah said it herself. People who've lost their way go to see her. We may not have any proof, but I want to trust Sarah.
Yeah. Alright, let's turn on the brazier. Looks like there's a small card-shaped slot here. That is not what I was expecting. Also, it's green and lit up. Other counter-argument, Bacchus could blow into this crazy reinforced wall where, like, you couldn't even use symbology on the Cardinon ship, but, like, not a cement wall. Just gonna play devil's advocate. There are two chests down here. I heard bats. I will dodge bats. Steel. Okay. Ironically, I stole it from a chest. I will take a look at steel. The steel skill can be only used by miracle. So I will use that. What's a silver chalice? Restores 30% HP usable every 5 battles. Contains water that restores HP after each use, so it takes time to refill before it can be used again. That is a cool item. I don't know where that came from, but cool. Like, literally no idea where that came from, but very cool. So we can go from here into there. I'm gonna go around and grab the other chest. Oh, dodging that bat too. Get your ankles broke. Boom, 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 boom. Whoa, that is a fiery zombie. We should probably fight it because we don't have trap evasion. What? Who can use trap evasion? Tell me that it's a passive skill. Bacchus, you genius. Alright. That is awesome. Bacchus is like my favorite character, which, if you don't know that by now, you have not been watching the rest of the episodes of this game. But Bacchus gets the best. He can fire satellite beams from space inside a building. He can also trap evade. Well, looks like Edge isn't quite himself still. See, like that brazier is lit. Whoa, what is that? Maybe we'll get a light ring soon, because I see. That didn't look like darkness though. That looked like, I'm gonna call it void. Right? Like that was like black stuff. Alright, so we're gonna jump down here. Here. Yeah.
There you are.
Oh, there we are. People are screaming at me. Okie dokie. So, we need to go meet Miss Elena, so she can use her magic holy maiden skills to tell us what is up on how to get into the purgatorium that we've been into. Not to make this sound like a fetch quest, but or extend how long it takes to do this. Oh no, here we go. Something's happening.
Is something wrong? Did something happen? What's he up to, huh?
O righteous flock of wandering souls.
Nothing bad
give
ever starts with that.
pause and lend me your ears. The advent of our long-awaited hour of salvation is at hand. Yea,
The embedded gem in your
he
head
who
makes me want
shall
to listen to you
save
too.
our wretched, iniquitous souls, the supreme being, the almighty Lord, Asmodeus. His resurrection is nigh.
That nose dash.
Asmodeus, you people, you can't be.
Church of Sidney. The Archfiend cult?
Indeed, we are the Church of Sidney. But I ask you, what reason is there for you to be worried? It is Asmodeus who shall deliver this world unto salvation. Avert your eyes from false peace, and witness the truth of this world. If you would do but that, you shall surely begin to see. Your beloved families, friends, and neighbors blighted, becoming as cold stone, trapped within the clutches of darkness and pain forevermore. The remedy that would cure us all is monopolized by the ruling elite and does not reach the hands of the common man. That is unjust. Would you not agree with me?
He has a point.
Yes, my friends. This world of ours walks the wrong path. The virtuous and chaste writhe in agony throughout the land, while the wretched and shameless fill the vessels of their desire. But there is one who would consume this miserable world in his flames of purification. Yea, none other than the magnificent Asmodeus.
So he would just burn him instead?
Wait, the Archfiend is going to burn down the entire world, right? Wouldn't we burn to death right along with it?
Thank you, old man.
Yes, it is precisely as you say. Asmodeus will consume the world with his flames, and we along with it.
But then we'd all die. What good would that be?
Indeed, then, shall we not all burn together?
What?
By accepting Asmodeus as your savior, you shall receive his divine mercy. His destruction of this ugly, wretched world is merely a gateway to the beautiful new one that he will create. Within that new world, Asmodeus's followers, we shall be granted eternal happiness. We must but love the Almighty Lord unconditionally, so that we may be bathed in the light of his divine love in return. The pain of being consumed in his flames of purification will last but an instant, but the happiness granted in his new world will be eternal. I say to you again, eternal!
Wow. That guy is nuts. And a monologuist. Also, for once, can we not like have an Asmodeus in a game that's like the demon lord of gift baskets? Or something? Not like the demon lord of destruction and flames? Because I feel like that would be way better. And what is he wafting into his face right now? I don't know what that motion was.
So this is Sidoniaism, the cult of the Archfiend. They are clearly not to be taken lightly.
He speaks with such conviction. I wouldn't be surprised if he gained a lot of new followers here. Of course, as we all know, everything that comes out of his mouth is absolute nonsense.
Indeed. These people have stopped receiving medicine only because shipments of raw materials have been stymied.
And we must not forget whoever was behind the Bandit Edge defeated, attempting to halt the remedy's distribution. But of course, the Royal Knights are dealing with that matter. And in any event, this Archfiend doesn't exist. Sooner or later, people like him will disappear.
Something wrong?
No, I was just thinking. I was wondering what will happen to his followers when their leader does disappear.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
It's none of our business. Let's go.
Because that dude's definitely heading towards the Purgatorium. Like, in that direction. And, like, his followers are the people with the stone masks that totally took Sarah earlier. Like, 100%. I don't know why we didn't just, like, stop in his path right there. And been like, hey, can you give us our friend back? Because, like, 100% your cult's the one that took our friend. Mind, like, hooking us up? Or, like, why we didn't just, like, stealthily follow him back out? Because we could have skipped the Lady Elena trip right here. Because that's the guy. There's no reading between the lines. Like, we wouldn't have to do, like, the weird thing where, like, maybe we should head to the thing or whatever. Like, 100%, like, we found the cult, and the way he was wafting his hands, like, you don't have to read between the lines too hard, but the gem embedded in his forehead, that's probably one of either the elders or probably the leader. We probably got it, guys. Like, we should probably just have followed that guy. Like, 100%. I don't know what we're doing now. So, we're going to still follow the actual story, but, like, 100%, like, if this were, like, an open-ended campaign, I'm following that guy. Following the rush hour detective method, follow the rich white guy. Go that way. That's what Chris Tucker taught me when I was, like, 12. that dude's sketchy is AF. So definitely go that way. But I like my best part was like, this guy speaks with conviction. He's definitely going to get a bunch of followers. The conviction was, hey, join us. Our cult's rad. We're going to burn you to death. I would love to see, like, imagine someone like running for president and that's their platform. Like, hey, we're cool. By the way, we're going to burn you to death. But after you're burned and you're dead, totally everything's going to be chill. And we're going to kill everyone else too. So, like, when you and your family, everyone's dead, all good. And, like, don't get me wrong, like, that's cults. But, like, that's why cults don't have, like, huge followings. Like, they were acting like everyone in this town is just going to get up and be like, yeah, man, that's a great idea. Like, let me get some of that action. Like, I don't think a huge number of people in this town are just going to be like, man, let me join this huge cult. Like, no. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, education systems in the Middle Ages aren't huge. So, like, there's a huge amount of peasants. So, like, I get that. And, like, I'm following a little bit. Because, like, he's preying on the fact that people are dying from stone sickness. So, it's like, do you die by turning into a rock? Or do you die by flames? And I don't know which one would be better. But, like, I'm not going with the crazy dude with the gem in his forehead that wafts whatever farts he had as he walks out of the gate. Like, last rant. Like, for real, like, his costume design, I don't mean to keep roasting this dude, but, like, between the nose stash, literally his costume design, it was like, he walked out and was like, hey, man, give me a mix of something like Liberace and Ozzy Osbourne would wear to a concert. And then, like, that's what they pulled out of the wardrobe. It's just like the most ridiculous thing ever. And people are like, yeah, he really speaks to the common man.
Miss Elena, are you home? Sarah recommended we come see you. Maybe she's out.
The door's not locked. I'm going in, Kate.
I guess that decides
Okay,
it.
Limo. Get a
Let's
little
see what we
B&E
can
up in
find.
here. Get it, girlfriend.
Well?
I'm afraid I was unable to find any trace of Elena, nor any clues as to where she might be.
Same here.
That's reassuring.
Me neither. She must be really good at hide and seek.
I'd expect no less. Regular people like us can't hope to match her hide-and-seek skills.
Or she's just not home.
Is something burning? Look!
My God. Don't want to be Admiral Akbar, but it's a trap. Yo. Yo. Bro, what is this house made of? Like oil? Gasoline?
We were in Elena's house just a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
I knew you whelps would come.
Huh?
I knew you were Sarah's friends, and I knew the house would burn down, nearly taking you with it. That's why I prepared a transfer symbol for you wretches. Show some appreciation.
Huh? Thank you. Very much.
Are you deficient? Show some appreciation. All of you.
Of course! Thank you very much!
Very well. You may now rejoice. I am she whom you seek. The one and only Elena Farrens. Come, I don't recall summoning you, but you might get some tea.
Wait a minute, please! Are you really the Elena that Sarah was talking?
I won't say it again, stripling. Come.
Yes, ma'am!
Oh, I like her already.
And don't dawdle.
So that's Elena, huh? Not quite what I was expecting after what Sarah said about her.
Opposites attract. And never meet your heroes.
Mary, is something wrong? You don't look too happy, Kay.
Oh, I suspect she's just in shock. Elena must not have lived up to Miracle's image of the Holy Maiden.
I can hear you. But Holy Maiden has a nice ring to it. I think I'll start calling myself that. Elena the Holy Maiden.
Don't! My beautiful bubbles! Stop bursting them!
Be sparing with your praise. I'm bashful.
It's not praise!
She's a bully, huh?
Definitely.
She's just teasing.
Perhaps, but it appears her reputation was not unfounded. She not only knew of our relationship with Sarah and that we were coming to see her, she even predicted the fire.
Then I wish she'd saved us a little faster.
If I had, you wouldn't know the proper gratitude. I saved your life, and in doing so showed you how precious it is. I believe I ought to be thanked for that, not blamed.
This is wrong. All wrong. Lady Elena's supposed to be beautiful and wise and kind.
You see? That's me to the letter.
Hey, Lainey. Is your house this way?
Lainey, huh? How amusing. Lainey the Holy Maiden. That might be even better.
Oh, please. No more.
I have a hideout up ahead, Ragamuffin.
A hideout?
There are more after my life than I can count, you see. Here, we've arrived. And you there, Hulk, show yourself already. So that's what you look like.
When did you notice me?
Don't underestimate me. Before I even met you, obviously.
Whoa.
My apologies, Miss Elena.
You can wait there. You might fit inside, but your hulking brawn would be a nuisance.
As you wish. I shall stand watch here then.
Bacchus, are you sure?
It's not a problem. I'll still be able to hear your conversation from here.
Stop playing patty cake like half-wits and get inside, you lot.
I like her so much. She don't put up with nothing. Why y'all walking around like putties from Power Rangers?
What? Not satisfied with just torching her house? Now you're after her hideout, too. Huh, the life of a beautiful woman. I tell you. If you're so fond of your precious archfiend, I'd be more than happy to send you straight to him.
God, I love mages. Teleporting, lightning. Sending people to
So now I have
drown.
to stop an archfiend's resurrection, do I? Why does Giotto always give me the tedious jobs?
Miss Elena, do you really see everything?
That voice.
Miss Elena, do you really see everything?
Please tell us, is Sarah trapped within the Purgatorium? And if so, can you tell us how to get inside?
Don't rush me. Everything in due time.
But...
There are those who secretly threaten this land. I imagine you've heard of them. A rather tawdry group that calls itself the Church of Sidone. They are the ones that kidnapped Sarah.
Why would the Archfiend cult do that?
They are bona fide idiots. No, worse. Imbecilic cretins.
Word.
Although many heroes gave their lives to defeat the Archfiend, this dogged little cult has continued to worship him for millennia. They've always seduced new converts in secret, but lately, their activities have become increasingly bold. It's almost as if they're being prodded by something or someone. In ages long past, an archfiend appeared in this land. He was called Asmodeus. The Sidoneists' ultimate goal, of course, is the archfiend's resurrection. The Sidoneists lust after my power. They bade me join their church, but I'm sure you can guess what my answer was. What? You look as if you think I'm talking nonsense.
What? No, that's not it at all.
I don't find it such a strange tale. After all, you lot sitting before me now. You came to this land across the vast star ocean.
What?
Huh? If you ask me, both are equally nonsensical.
Bomb
Like
drop.
I warned your hulking friend outside, don't underestimate me.
Poor Bacchus.
And you learned this through your... fortune-telling?
Not exactly fortune-telling. Augury, to be more precise. It's very taxing, but far more accurate, as you lot have just demonstrated. I had foreseen that Sarah would send me intriguing guests. You're most intriguing indeed.
What's wrong with you? Isn't Sarah supposed to be your friend? Aren't you at all concerned about her?
Sarah is like a sister to me. Of course I'm concerned.
But then, why?
I received a message from on high and was waiting for you lot to arrive from the stars.
You were waiting? For us?
Yes. You are the only ones who can save Sarah and prevent the resurrection of the Archfiend.
Us?
Prevent the resurrection?
All of you who stand before me, travelers from across the stars, I tell you once again. You must stop the Archfiend resurrection rituals that proceed at the Purgatorium even as we speak. The Archfiend must not yet come. It is too soon.
Too soon? You speak as if his resurrection is inevitable.
Of course it is.
What?
The Archfiend will indeed be resurrected, but not quite yet. When the time comes, a band of warriors will rise up and destroy him. But those warriors are not you.
Is that another of your auguries?
Indeed. But that's beside the point. What's important now is forestalling the Archfiend's resurrection. And most importantly, you must rescue Sarah, the key to that resurrection.
Wait a minute, I don't get it. What does Sarah have to do with the Archfiend?
His revival requires a sacrifice of holy blood. Sarah is of the sacred Featherfolk, more than worthy to be offered to the Archfiend. Her rescue and the prevention of the Archfiend's resurrection are one and the same.
What if we fail? What would happen to this planet?
If you fail,
Miss Elena?
Okay. But she had a stroke for a minute.
She's...
the Holy Virgin, garbed in white, walks upon the path to the altar.
Lainey, what's going on?
The way shall soon be cleared, feathers of purest white stained deepest crimson, scattered upon the winds. The vile Archfiend, bayed forth from his realm of deepest darkness, shall awaken to feast upon the corpse of the Virgin. His coming shall herald the end of days.
It's almost like she's a different person.
Would this be an augury?
As the world is immersed in flames of ruination, there is no quarter, no escape. All shall be reduced to ash. Thus are all things annihilated in infinite beauty.
It's that last sentence that bothered me. In infinite beauty.
Lady Elena?
I figured it would be faster to simply show you. That was an augury of a future in which you fail. Sarah's death brings with it this land's extinction. There is no hope and no compromise. No matter how often I invoke this future, it is always the same. The destruction is inescapable. But if you can manage to save Sarah, perhaps it can be averted. I would like to pin my hopes on that. I'm praised as a phenomenal teller of fortunes, but just look at me. My body racked with the pain of auguries, unable to help anyone, unable to save my friend. Please, save the Featherfolk. Save the world. I beg you.
Miss Elena. Please, stop. You can't. Please, don't ask me to get involved with the fate of an entire planet. Edge, that's not something I can do. Sarah's one thing, but an entire planet. I can't. Not again!
Foolish stripling.
Miss Elena!
Are you all right?
Down she goes.
She's out cold, Kay.
Let's go to the Purgatorium.
Phase.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this Archfiend resurrection business. But it's clear that Sarah is in grave danger nonetheless.
But Elena still isn't showing any signs of waking up. And we don't have any way to get into the Purgatorium either.
Then we'll just have to make one, even if we have to obliterate the entire structure.
No way. I'm not going to let you do anything that crazy.
Then what would you have us do?
Wait. Wait until Elena wakes up.
We don't have time for that.
She told us to go to the Purgatorium to stop the rituals, but we don't have any way of getting deeper inside. Elena must be aware of that. She knows exactly how to get inside. She has to. I'm sure of it.
Don't you understand? You heard what they'll do to Sarah. Are you just going to give up on her? On Roke itself?
That's not what I'm saying!
You may as well be. If you were the Edge I knew, you wouldn't have even hesitated. Ever since we met on Eos, and then on Lemurus, and on Cardionon, you never took your eyes off your goal or let anything scare you. You always moved forward. That's the whole reason I wanted to come with you.
Me? I'm the guy that got Earth destroyed just because I didn't think things through. I think about that happening again and I get so scared. I get so freaked out I can't even move.
But what about Raimi? You fought for her when she was in trouble?
Damn right I did. But that's not going to make this fear go away.
Both of you, stop it! Let me ask you one thing. You're not giving up on Sarah, are you?
Of course not.
FaZe, I understand your concern for our friends, but you too have to understand our leader is Edge.
Fine.
Wow. Ray Ray. I wouldn't want to get on your bad side.
Things just got super awkward in this party. Very interesting. So FaZe has been very confrontational recently. I don't know if you guys remember back, like a couple episodes back, where he was secretly training in the storage area next to where Welch is. But like, I think it started as like a jealousy thing, but something's up with his personality. Like, I thought he was trying to emulate Edge originally, but now it's just turned into like, not even like jealousy, just like straight rage towards Edge. And part of it is Edge's angst and his inability to act, but I think there's something deeper with that. And I can't quite pinpoint what it is right now. Internal dialogue. FaZe, I'm sorry. I shall follow your decision, Mr. Edge, regardless of the consequences. Alright, Bacchus, you're just cool as a cucumber, man. Always just chilling. Lady Helena. She doesn't look very comfortable in her sleep. Look at all that sweat. Alright. Miss Helena? Oh. Okay.
Miss Elena, thank goodness.
How long was I unconscious?
It's already morning.
That long. I must be getting old. What happened, girl?
We were discussing how to get deeper inside the Purgatorium, and there was a difference of opinion.
I see. That was careless of me.
Perfect place to store that.
If I had given this to you earlier, you could have avoided that.
What?
Is this a key card?
How could a civilization like this possibly possess keycards?
Without that lamp of guidance, you won't be able to get very far into the Purgatorium. There's no other way, and if you had tried to force your way in, you might have gotten Sarah killed.
It looks like you made the right call, Edge.
Yeah.
Where did you get the keycard? I mean, lamp of guidance.
It was given to me by someone who claimed to carry the blood of the Mua. Now go, and please, save Sarah.
Very well, let's go.
Wait, you there, Alley Cat. What do they call you? Miracle?
What? You want to burst even more of my bubbles?
Come see me when this is over and tell me of your holy maiden. Next time I will not make light of her.
Maybe, if I feel like it. And I'm no alley cat, you hear?
Oh, man.
Stripling, I don't know what it is that frightens you, and neither do I care. But I will say this. Stop being so full of yourself. It's ridiculous.
What?
The Star Ocean is endless, the world vast beyond knowing. If you presume to think you can carry it all yourself, you're a fool. It is the stars themselves that decide between prosperity and destruction. All is fate.
But...
Or are you so arrogant as to believe you can manipulate fate itself? Don't be so presumptuous, you idiot.
No, I don't...
What you are capable of doing, and the influence you wield, is limited. Yes, something you trigger might eventually swell into an enormous wave, enveloping everything. The very fate of a world might even be swayed. But your actions alone are not enough. A great many factors conspire to bring a world's fate to its ultimate conclusion.
Miss Elena.
Fret, fear, weep, but do not stop. Leave pride by the wayside. Move forward with every fiber of your being, and you will begin to discover what you are capable of. Insignificant as you are, you will discover something that only you can do. That is the path you must walk.
Get it, girl.
Was that an augury too?
Just advice from a pretentious fortune teller. In any case, you have this girl with you, don't you?
Huh? You mean me?
I'm sure you have faced incredible pain and hardship. But the Mua inside you is there for a reason.
The Mua inside me?
Stay with this stripling, you who were born under the Mua's divine protection, child of hope.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Bro, like 10 for 10 on these like predictions. And like psychological counseling.
Phase. I think I'm ready to start moving forward again. Just give me a little more time. I promise the Edge you first met is coming back.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I can't believe that took all night. If we're going, let's hurry up and get moving.
What are you doing here?
I told you I had business on this planet, didn't I? Well, look at that. It would seem we even share the same goal now. Halting the resurrection of the archfiend Asmodeus. That is the mission I was given as Amorphous.
So you were Amorphous too.
I've heard plenty of stories about you, Bacchus. It's an honor to meet you, I suppose. I don't believe I've introduced myself to the rest of you yet. I'm Muria Dionysus. I remember some of you from Cardionon.
You're that woman from...
What are you doing here on Roke?
I'd like to know myself. That business with the Cardionon, and now Roke. Why are you people always at the center of things? I suppose it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll be joining you.
Wait, who said you could...
Do you still want to kill him?
Of course, boy. And don't worry, I'll be staying right with you until I do.
What you talking about, Edge?
Oh, it's simple enough. She's coming with us because she wants to kill Crow.
What?
Don't worry. I won't let her. I'll make her understand.
Well then, shall we?
Lamp of Guidance, got Muria. So, what we really need to absorb from all of that was Muria is Amorphous, which means Bacchus, before his metal form, had elf ears. And I want everyone just to absorb that message really quick, because that's boggling my mind. So, that or they all look different, right? Like, there's one of two options. Either Morphous can have different, like, appearances. Because, I mean, like, I guess Lady Elena has, like, a fox look, and, like, a bunch of the people here on Roke look either Mua-like, I guess. We'll call them Mua instead of human. Or cat-like. But most of them are cat-like. I'm assuming that most Morphous are the same, which might be, like, speciesist. Not really racist, but I guess speciesist. But if that's the case, straight up Bacchus had elf ears before his metal body. And, like, also, you know, like, parts of his face are glowing. I just assumed it was energy stuff. Maybe they're tattoos, because she has tattoos on certain parts of her body. And I just assumed that, like, that was, like, what made her look like a Phantasy Star looking character instead of a Star Ocean character, because she looks like straight up a Phantasy Star character. She looks like she, like, crossed over to the wrong game. But Bacchus might have had elf ears. And we need backstory on this. We need to get to Ian 2 ASAP. Because we need to, 1, go find his wife. 2, find a picture of pre-machine Bacchus. To discover whether or not he had elf ears. Back to the game. Muria, what are the Morphous doing on Roke? You'll find out soon enough. Though it's not something confined to Roke alone. But right now, we need to get to the Purgatorium. So mysterious. She's actually in my party, right? Let's yeah. But she's so weak. So weak. So I got some. Alright, let's give her some stuffs. Give you some of these. I have, so converts HP to MP. Let's give her that. That makes sense to me, right? So you get Your health turns into magic. She's a caster. I wish I could give it to Limmel. And then if we combine that with auto healing, we can auto healer the health that she loses that gets MP. So assuming that we can, first off, we're just gonna boost up her ability to make whatever she's making, and then we're gonna boost up auto healing all the way, and then boost up convert. There we go. So whenever we get to the point where that becomes a thing, where we end up using her, we're going to do this. Because for symbols, she has some pretty cool... It looks like ice and lightning are her thing. I don't see any special arts yet, but like, she's got some... Deep freeze looks cool. Cools surrounding areas surrounding the enemy, freezes them to ground up. That's pretty cool. And then thunder flare summons a ball of lightning that envelops and damages an enemy. So she's got some pretty wicked moves. She just doesn't have the level, right? Like, we've leveled up our characters so much right now that she's not super useful to me. So we would have to level up in between some things here, which is fine. We can do that, and we might switch her out for Limmel just for some differences in between episodes to see how it works. Because we've been using good old Cerberus and some explosions for quite a while. So we've been using primarily what, fire and lightning, I think, are Limmel's mains. So we might try something just a little bit different if we can get Maria up to speed. Ooh. And I think we're gonna end it here. So next episode, we're going to be assaulting the Purgatorium and then trying to rescue Sarah. So next episode is going to be a very exciting episode. We have gotten a lot of story. Like, a lot of this episode was straight up cutscenes, honestly. So, like, there wasn't a lot of talking on my part. A lot of it was No Stash and Lady Elena, and it was all like derivations of like what is going on this planet. And again, now we talk about sliding objectives all the time, or at least I talk about sliding objectives all the time. We've gone from getting our ship fixed. We are now stopping the resurrection of Asmodeus, the Archfiend, and not, in fact, the Lord of Gift Baskets, unfortunately. Which I wish in one game. Like, I'm waiting for Animal Crossing to do a crossover. We'll see one day. But we are trying to stop the Archfiend from being resurrected, and we're trying to save Sarah and see what we can do in the meantime. And we're like, oh no, what's happening? All in this like small amount of time frame, all from just trying to get our ship fixed. So hopefully everything will like coalesce together all at once. Maybe next episode, right as we get there, and then we'll have whatever we need to do to get our ship fixed. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but maybe that it'll happen. Because I don't know how we're gonna get from the Archfiend being maybe like the gem on that leader's head will power our ship engine or something. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna get from where we are at to the ship will work again. But somewhere in there, that's going to happen. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of where we're at, all the bombs that have been dropped, what Lady Elena with her wicked advice to like all of the party members, her slamming Edge's ego and knocking him out of his rut, knocking his hero complex, letting him know that like no one person can make or break a planet's fate, that it takes a series of like accumulated events. Like, let me know what you guys think about all that. Like, let me know down in the comment section. As always, let us smack down the like button, and we will see you next time.